Hi, Ryan here with Thanks.io. In this video, we are going to zap contacts addresses off of a Google Sheet into Thanks.io using Zapier.com every time a new address is added to this sheet. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have some demo data set up. You're going to need the first column with the name, street address, city, state, and zip. If you don't have a name, don't worry, that's optional. And you can call these fields whatever you want, but what I have here is probably good. When we do the zap, you'll be grabbing from these fields. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And the next thing you want to do is just have a demo line inserted here so you're ready to go. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into Zapier, and we're going to choose Google Sheets. You can see it's actually the first choice up top, so you type in Google Sheets. We're going to do the trigger event is the new spreadsheet row. So every time a new row is added, we're going to do our zap. And then it's going to ask me to authorize my Google Sheets account. I've got it hooked up to my Gmail. And then we're going to choose the spreadsheet that we're going to use right here. And then it'll usually be the first worksheet like so. Click Continue. I'm going to click Test and Review to find some data. And then when I do that, I can kind of scroll down and you'll see how it grabbed for me that first row right there for testing data. So I'll click Done. And then part 2, it's going to say do this, and what we're going to do then is look for Thanks.io. Typed in Thanks.io beta. Choose the action event. Now, quick comment here. I tell a lot of people that you do have the option to just send the postcard right off, but my favorite way to build Thanks.io zaps is to actually add a recipient to a mailing list and then have a campaign. It's a little extra work, but attach a campaign to that list. And what this allows you to do is either send one card or multiple cards, but it also allows you to go back later and send one-off campaigns, card blasts out to everybody on that list. So if you choose the send postcard only option, it kind of sends it one time, but it doesn't live in a mailing list in Thanks.io from that point on. So I like to do the add recipient, which is what I'm going to recommend right here. I'm going to click continue. Then I'm going to choose the Thanks.io account. I've already authorized my account. You may need to do that in this step, but it's pretty easy to do. You just kind of click, and it'll walk you through the steps. You'll log into Thanks.io, and you'll be all set up. Next thing you do is you're going to customize the recipient, and what you're going to do there is choose the mailing list. I'll just choose a random list here for demo's sake, and then you're going to map over the different fields. So the first name here was in the field right there. You see how I clicked over on the right side? The street or complete address, so the street address, and we'll simply go on through here, the city, the state, the postal code, right here. And remember, I didn't have it in my sheet, but you can also do 2 custom fields. So if you want to add people's birth dates, for example, or some aspect, about them, depending on what your business is, right there, you can have 2 extra fields that you can dynamically push in to the mailing list and then pull into your cards. Click Continue. Test and continue. Looks like a test recipient was sent to that list just fine, and I am good to go. Last step is to just turn on my zap down here at the bottom. Don't forget to do that. And now what will happen is every time you add a new lead to this Google Sheet or a new contact to this Google Sheet, Zapier will find it and they'll push them into a Thanks.io list. So there's many uses for this. For people who want to do a little bit more manual prospecting, say you're a real estate agent and you see a for sale by owner or an expired listing or something like that, this might be a good way to just manually input that information off of your MLS. That would be one use. But many possible uses of this here at Thanks.io, how to zap leads off of a Google Sheet spreadsheet into a Thanks.io mailing list. And I did tell you that I recommend adding to the list. You could have also easily just sent the card directly if you wanted to as well by choosing the message and image template that are built in Thanks.io as you go through the wizard. So there you go. If you need any help at all with Zapier, we are happy. We're pretty full service here. Just say, hey, here's the app that I need to hook up to Thanks.io. Ask us for your help. If you send us your login, we'd be happy to build the zap for you as well. Save you a little bit of headache. All right, thanks a lot.